Do you feel more like a 19-year-old or a 9-year-old? Even though I've been on this earth for 19 years, the older I get, the more I find myself returning to my past. And this can be a very positive thing, and I think in my case it is. I have a picture of little Emily here, and I think she represents my ideal self, the self that I try to be. As you can see, she's flashing a big smile, and she's covered in paint, just happy to be in the moment, and filled with creative energy. When I was really little, from a very early age, I loved coloring anything I could get my hands on, which sometimes included the television set in the living room and also the walls of my childhood home. So my parents weren't always super thrilled about that, but they were very supportive nonetheless and fostered my sense of creativity throughout my life. That's something that I still try to carry to this day, and even though it's hard to find the time, I really try my best to journal and doodle. If I can't make a big painting, at least every day, do a little doodle. This is one of those smaller art pieces that I did, and it's not super great, but I really like what it represents. I got these maple tree leaves from my house. They were on the sidewalk of my childhood home. We have this very beautiful red maple leaf tree out front. And as you can see, there's two hands. One of them is covered in bandages and is wearing the black nail polish that I often wore throughout middle and high school. And it's reaching out to the other hand. It's desperate for connection, and it's looking for a friend, as I often was throughout my childhood. To me, this piece really represents that although you can often feel alone and bandaged and broken, that you're never that far from a helping hand. And also that you can find beauty in everyday environments. Even in a small town like I was from, finding a red maple leaf on the ground was really beautiful. And there's always beauty to be found in every environment, even in unexpected places, which brings me to my third picture, which is very simply just a sunset picture that I took during my shift 2 weeks ago at McDonald's. My job is not very glamorous. I make burgers for people, I swipe people's credit cards, I mop the floors, and I stock Happy Meal boxes. And sometimes my parents or like people from my hometown kind of look down at this job and see it as a very temporary, humble work, and they ask me, why don't you get an internship or do something more related to your major or find a job that's higher paying? But I really like my job because I feel like I'm in a place today where I can appreciate the beauty of everyday moments, and I can see very beautiful things in ordinary circumstances. And I feel like that picture represents this because honestly, the best place to see a sunset in Searcy, Arkansas is the McDonald's on Main Street. And when I'm working at the drive-through window, I have the perfect view, and it just makes my day every night when I get to see that. So I feel like as I get older, I try to return to my past and to learn the lessons that little Emily knew all along, like finding beauty in unexpected places, being creative, and being positive with a smile on her face. Thank you.